Have you ever wondered how we went from hand-cranked gadgets to self-driving cars? It wasn't a straight line of pure genius. It was a winding road paved with big dreams, a little bit of clumsiness, and a whole lot of human spirit. The story of industry is the story of people, and it begins with factories becoming the engines of change. Let's look at this revolution through the eyes of those who stumbled, innovated, and occasionally chuckled along the way, proving that progress is often delightfully imperfect. Meet James, a young inventor in 18th century Britain with more ambition than coordination. He dreamed of revolutionizing the textile industry, spending his days excitedly sketching a new loom, often ending up with more ink on his nose than on the paper. Visiting the massive new textile mills, he'd stare in awe, trying to mimic the great machines with his own exaggerated, clumsy gestures. James's story of the first industrial revolution shows us that even the most brilliant ideas can start with a few funny mishaps and a heart full of passion. A century later, across the Atlantic, Henry's life was transformed by the Second Industrial Revolution. As a factory worker on the Ford assembly line, he found a rhythm in the methodical work, sometimes playfully winking at a coworker as a car part zipped past him. This new era of mass production meant he could afford his very own Model T. The only problem? Parking it. Henry's hilarious struggles to parallel park his new car, much to his family's amusement, captured the excitement and the slightly awkward learning curve of a world in motion. Fast forward to the late 20th century, and we find Ada, an engineer at the forefront of the digital revolution. Working in a sterile, high-tech clean room, she'd sometimes get distracted by her own reflection in the silicon wafer, breaking her intense focus to make a silly face. After hours spent designing complex circuits on a computer, a successful breakthrough would be met with a small, enthusiastic dance right there in the lab. Ada's journey shows that even in the most precise and technical fields, innovation is fueled by moments of pure, unadulterated joy. From a clumsy sketch to a celebratory dance, the legacy of these innovators is all around us. James's loom evolved into robotic arms that now high-five each other. Henry's tricky-to-park car paved the way for self-driving vehicles that honk a friendly tune. And Ada's microchip grew into AI brains that can even tell a good joke. Their individual contributions, each spiced with a dash of humor and humanity, didn't just build factories or products. They built the very world we live in today.